Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to show you guys the crab cake recipe that I was talking about in one of my other videos. It's super easy to make and has minimal ingredients, so I'm gonna just show you what the ingredients are here, and for the full recipe you can look in the description box below. So like I said, it's super easy, and we'll start with obviously crab. I picked this crab up at the Japanese grocery store, and I don't know, it says Ocean King crab, but for some reason I think it's imitation, but we've used it before and it works. An onion, and I told you guys about produce, how expensive it is here, so I buy the bagged stripped peppers. I use about half a bag. One pepper here is like $3, $3.50. Then we're gonna use some mayo, panko breadcrumbs. You can use really whatever breadcrumbs you have. We have done that. Some unsalted butter, a couple of eggs, salt and pepper, some olive oil, parsley, Worcestershire sauce. Everyone has a problem saying that. And some Old Bay seasoning. And then you serve it up on either like a hamburger roll, a Kaiser roll, or you can just eat them plain with a garlic lemon aioli. It's like a dipping sauce. It is so good. And it's super easy to make. What that consists of is basically mayo and garlic cloves and the zest of a lemon and lemon juice. And that's it. So we're gonna get to putting the recipe together and showing you guys how quick and easy it really is to make this. Okay, so we're just gonna start by chopping up an onion. So we're gonna preheat the pan. And to that, don't mind my pan, it's well loved. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil, maybe about a tablespoon. Like I said, the full recipe will be in the description box. Okay, so to the olive oil, we're gonna add the onion. Then we're going to add half the bag of peppers, because like I said, the recipe just calls for one pepper and the bag is about 2 peppers. All right, and then we're gonna saute this until the onions are kind of transparent. You don't wanna fry them. You really just wanna cook them down. All right, once your onions are translucent and softened, you wanna just remove these from the heat and let them cool to room temperature. Okay, so I'm gonna try to be a little bit more ingredient specific. So we're gonna start with 2 eggs. And to that, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of mayo. That's 2, and then this will be 3. All right, and then after that, we're going to add a teaspoon and a half of Old Bay. I always thought this stuff was just for like your Thanksgiving turkey. I guess not. And then a teaspoon of garlic salt, which I don't think I had in the original shot. Just making sure it's garlic salt. All right, and then we're going to do a half a teaspoon of black pepper. That I'm just gonna kind of eyeball. All right, that's probably about right. And a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. All right, and then we're gonna whisk this mixture together. These are so tasty and so easy to make that, like, you make them once, you'll be making them on the regular. And like I said, you can make it with imitation crab meat, so it means it's even cheaper to make. All right, so here they measure everything in grams here in Japan. So I think 500 grams is a pound, but you use a pound of crab meat. I say the more the merrier. And as much, well, I mean, you don't want to go crazy with crab meat, but. So these packages total about a pound of crab meat, and then all you want to do is you want to add the crab to your egg mixture, your egg and mayo mixture, but you want to just break up any large pieces. So once you break up the crab meat, to that you want to add 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. All right, and then we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of parsley. Fresh parsley would be better, but we have dried parsley, so that's what we're using. And I usually don't use a quarter cup, maybe like 1/8 of a cup, which is probably right about there. A little extra for good measure. And then our veggies go in, which these should be kind of cool, not hot, like right off the stove hot. You don't want to cook your egg. And as far as ingredients go, that is it. So what you want to do now is just mix it all together until it's really well combined. And then once it's really well combined, you're gonna go ahead and put this in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes to let it kind of firm up, and then that's when the magic happens. Oh, so by the way, this is the Le Creuset cast iron that I got at the thrift store. That was my thrift store find that I'm still so excited about. So, I know it's just cast iron, but it's the little things that I get excited about. Okay, so as far as the lemon aioli goes, it's super easy. You want to do 1/2 cup of mayo. I like to do a little bit more because the sauce is, or the dipping sauce is good. So we like to have a little bit of extra. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to the bowl. And to that, we're gonna add a teaspoon of lemon zest. I usually zest almost the whole lemon right into the mayo. Okay, so once you finish with your zest, you want to just cut your lemon in half because you want to put about 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. We have made this before with just bottled lemon juice. You can do that really too. I mean, it is a little bit different, but not that much. And 2 halves are about 2 tablespoons. 2 lemon halves, that is. So once you juice the 2 halves of your lemon, then it's time for your garlic. Get yourself a handy dandy garlic press. And you can really use as much garlic as you'd like. I have 2 cloves here. We'll probably add a couple more cloves because we like garlic. Yeah, so we did 4 garlic cloves. But you can do as much garlic as you like. All right, and then we just mix that up. So it looks kind of weird, but trust me, it is good. So I'm gonna finish whipping this together, and we have a little bit longer to wait as far as the crab mixture goes. And then once that's done, that'll be done probably maybe in another 10 minutes. Once that's done, we can just go ahead and make patties out of them, and then we're gonna fry them up, and we'll come back to you when we get there. All right, so it's been about 40 minutes, 50 minutes maybe since we put the crab cake mixture in the fridge. So I went ahead and made a couple patties, and in the pan, we wanna add a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of butter. We have the olive oil in there. There goes the butter. You wanna get that nice and hot to fry these in. And like I said, it's easier to do 2 at a time, and you just have to be careful because they fall apart a little bit, but it's not too bad. Once they cook up, they stay together. So now that the oil and the butter is nice and hot, we're gonna go ahead and add the patties. So I like them when they kind of get like more than a golden brown on the bottom, but you also want to make sure that they heat thoroughly because they did just come out of the fridge. So we're gonna make some more patties. And like I said, the mixture kind of falls apart a little easy. If y'all want to get in there with your hands, have at it. So they're done, a little overdone. You don't want them burnt like that, but you know, it's the first couple. They'll still get eaten. And then you just want to put them on a plate with a paper towel to absorb the excess grease. And then you just want to repeat that until all your crab cakes are made. And then it's time for the best part, the taste test. All right, so we are on, let's see, we got 4 already out of it. We have 2 cooking, 2 ready to go in. And one more. So we got about 9 crab cakes, but you can make them smaller. We usually make them bun size because we eat them on like a hamburger bun or a Kaiser roll or bread or whatever you want to put them on, or by themselves. They're just good every way. Alright, so I went ahead and toasted up a burger roll, and you don't have to toast it. Alright, and then we're going to add some of our lemon aioli to that. To the top and the bottom. I think the crab cake's going to be a little bit bigger than my bun, but that's alright. And then we're just going to put it on. Yum. And there is your crab cake. And with this, you don't need any sides, you don't need anything else but your crab cake. All right, and then I'll put a little extra aioli on the side to dip it in. And like I said, these are so good. And I can't hold the camera and try it all at the same time, so you'll have to take my word for it. Give these a try. These are so good. They're so good. My mouth is watering right now because I want to eat it. So, with that being said, this is going to wrap the video up because I want to eat my crab cake. You guys need to try this. If you do, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. Super easy, not many ingredients at all. You saw how it was made. But don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, think about subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell for notifications for any videos that I put up in the future. Thanks for watching, everyone.